travel all over this country. I've visited many prisons, many jails. These programs are rare, and they are precious, and they make a huge difference. Almost every person we put in prison is coming home someday, and when you're talking about women, you're probably talking about a mom, and you're probably talking about a mom of young children, kids under the age of 18. And those kids deserve to have a mom who can care for them, even from, the other side of the wall, because those kids are, left unprotected when we choose to incarcerate their moms. Most moms who are in prison had primary custody before they were locked up. And the fact that a woman is in prison does not mean that she was not a good mother before she was incarcerated. And it doesn't mean she can't be a great mother while she's incarcerated. And most importantly, we know that almost every woman we put in prison is coming home, and her kids need her, and her kids need her to have a safe and a successful journey home. And programs like Family Preservation Project, are critical in terms of making those journeys home safe and successful for women and for their families and for the communities that those families live within. I have to return to that question of, are we even making the right choice by putting so many women in prison? And I think the answer is a pretty straightforward no. The vast majority of the women that we're incarcerating are there for drug offenses or property crimes. The first choice should always be to hold a person accountable in the community, if that can be done with safety and effectively. When we think about why women end up in prison, it has to do invariably with substance use disorder, mental health issues, the survival of domestic violence or other victimization prior to a woman being incarcerated. We know that prisons and jails don't address those root issues, those root problems, and actually in some cases they make them worse. If a person is a victim of sexual abuse or physical abuse, the conditions of confinement can actually put that person in a worse place if they don't get the help that they need. So to build a new women's prison is sort of a demented idea when we know that women in the criminal justice system particularly offer some of the best candidates for community accountability and the interventions that we will know will make for a better pathway for them and their families. And when it is a woman, the chances are that it will yield these dividends when we keep women close to home, because their families will be less impacted. It has a seismic effect when we incarcerate a mother.